Mm-hmm. All right. Our very first video of the day is brought to us by Woo the Winner. This man, you know what? I'm gonna link the video in chat. Woo's been posting stuff in my Discord for a long time, and is a relatively new YouTuber. But I'll be honest, like I've tried to watch all of his videos, and like I try to give him at least a thumbs up and a view and stuff, where I can. But there are some times where I'm like, Woo, this is kind of a rough video. This is you cut a lot of corners here. So I'm hoping that this video is not that. This is the BDO all class ranking from easiest to hardest for PvE grinding for new players. Hey Blue, love your YouTube reactions. I'm farming the infinite bot at wolves. Pets can't keep up with the looting. Should I go as fast as I can or slow down for the pets to loot? You should just keep going as fast as you can. Because if you slow down and wait for the pets to loot, so the idea is that, yeah, you're going to miss some loot, but at least your pets are always picking up loot on cooldown. Okay, if you stay there and wait for your pets to pick up loot, they will pick up that loot and inevitably come off cooldown before you have more loot for them ready. So the idea is just blanket the ground and loot. And that way they're always picking up loot and eventually you will get it. All right. Turn on my fan. All right, so this is the all class rankings in PvE from easiest to hardest. So like, I just want to point out that like, generally speaking, when we talk about PvE grinding, easy grinding means low APM. It means low APM. That's all it really means. Okay, easy to pick up, low APM. I had more success with the pity stuff slowing down a bit. Well, I mean, it is RNG at the end of the day, but you increase your RNG by increasing your chances. It's like buying more tickets to the lottery. Right? Just don't think about the fact that you might miss it. You know what I mean? All right, let's see what he's got.
Made this video for ranking for learning the easiest class to difficult in the PvE grinding class. So I have made them during my live stream, and so, you know, if you want to watch me start.
How'd you get the rainbow name, Kalia? That's pretty fucking metal. That's pretty metal. Kalia, a wonderful VTuber in our category. We absolutely love Kalia.
Starting from the beginning, feel free to watch me stressing out and everything on my replay. It's really rough for me making this organization, but you know, it's about 1 hour long, and I'll post it up on the link on the top.
I'm just interested who he's gonna, you know, we get the easy ones out of the way first, and we put, you know, you got like the Suck Zerker and stuff.
That way you guys can maybe check it out if you want to check out.
Got all the classes up here.
Suffering. And then for those people who doesn't really have time, just watch this one that I basically made it short. And as you guys are watching this video, this is only based on my knowledge after playing all the class, and so no judgmental here and there. Just listen to my explanation why they are in that order.
Oh no. Are they already in order? Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh God, no. Oh, they're already in order. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, God. Boys, we're eating good today. I'm actually curious as he goes through this, as the logic of Succession Nova being one of the 4th hardest class in the entire game to play in PvE. Not best. This is not best. This is easiest to play. Bear that in mind. Bear in mind, this is not best. This is easiest to play. Suck Ranger? Oh, God. Oh, so good. Oh, it hurts so good. Hold on, I want to change the color. There we go. We're going to go with green today.
You guys need to understand that I tried to think of this.
Suck Mystic is considered one of the hardest classes in the game.
As a new BDO player walking in the game.
Where's Suck Zerker?
One that's unique about BDO is that when you want to use abilities here.
No. Nah. No. No, there's no way he's trolling. There's no way. I don't believe it. The easiest class in the game in PvE is Succession Wizard, followed closely by Succession Witch? No. 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 Shy, okay. Awakening Witch and Wizard, all right, they're pretty low on the list, but we're gonna Awakening Maywa. I don't know if I would necessarily say like easy, but like, bro, next video, no, you're gonna no. This is we have six. Oh my fucking god, boys, wrap your head around the fact that we have Awakening Warrior being easier than a Succession Berserker in PvE. Can somebody get Goldstein in here? I really would like a Goldstein Berg, if we would be so kind. What is this? Let me see that. What is this? Oh, Kandaya. Okay, yeah, we'll watch that. Okay, we'll watch that. But I don't. What is the logic here? Like, I don't understand. How did Suck Zerker get all the way here? We have Awakening Ranger as easy to pick up and play for a new player, as easy to play in PvE. What is going on? Sucklon is harder than Awakening Dark Knight? What year is it? Like, I don't understand. I legitimately don't understand. Awakening Valkyrie, unless it's a Centaur, like, if you're talking about Centaurs, you know, it's over here. But like every other way, oh god. Oh, everything is just so wrong. It's just so, everything about this list is just completely fucked.
It is so different comparing to the other MMO games such as WoW, MapleStory, or Lost Star.
I'm a minute in.
Arkaya just resubscribed for 5 months. Blue Sky Girl, hey.
Yo, Arjaya, thanks for that resub for 5 months, buddy. Welcome back to the squad, and I really appreciate it. Almost at that 6-month badge. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna mute alerts for now, because it was requested that I mute alerts during my reactions, so that's what we're gonna try. But I will still respond to them.
And in
Awakening Warrior, less than Succession Zerker. What's he smoking? That's what I'm. Oh my god, there's so many things. I don't understand. Suck Wizard and Suck Witch are some of the hardest classes to just pick up and play. I mean, you hit K on those classes to open your skill tree, and you literally have. It's from like, you can't even just choose your skills. It's not even as simple as like, I'm just gonna level up my skills, right? Like, if you pick the wrong ones, you're just griefing yourself. Right? It's also unprotected all over the place, super high APM, and difficult to keep up with. There's literally no case you can make for trying to say that the Succession version of Wizard or Witch actually is the easiest class in the game in PvE. Unreasonable. People need to go back to the time where you needed more than 1,000 skill points to level up skills. It's not even that. Granted that granted that you can get their skill points all leveled up, you still have to pick the skills, right? Every other class is, I'm gonna pick the prime skills. You know what I mean? It's like so much easier, but Suck Witch and Suck Wizard is hard from the get-go. Maybe it's for mobile.
Or the alphabets to use the abilities. Meanwhile, in BDO, in order to use one of
as an Awakening Warrior 4 years, that shit is. Thank you for your expert opinion tags. I will say though that, like, as of a player who has been playing longer than, you know, a month, I can probably tell you confidently that Awakening Warrior is more difficult to play. We're already playing the violin.
Abilities.
That's right.
It requires pressing your keyboard and mouse at the same time to use the ability. And because of this reason, lots of people can find this game very difficult. And so that is the reason why I made this video. So maybe that way you guys can kind of understand what I'm trying to say here. And then
what is it exactly that you believe that you are roundabouts trying to say here?
I'm just going from there.
Right,
and then so yeah, I started off with some classes that has really nice easy movement skills and flows. And you know, for example,
it's so bad. It's so rough. I would like Wutaru in here. These beautiful shy movement skills. I have been telling him for years. I've been telling him for years. I knew shy was the best movement class in the game. Absolutely. No question.
Musa, Meiwa, they have the easiest movement skill, and so that's why it's
that. Okay, yeah, that statement was correct. Yeah, Musa and Meiwa could be played by someone with 2 fingers. Yeah,
really easy to play. And then after that, all you have to practice is just using abilities.
Oh well. Yeah, I mean, like after you, like that's how I should just make a guide. I'm my witch guide is all right. So you hold shift space to teleport. And then after that, it's just using abilities. It's really easy. Really easy. Don't even worry about it. Just use the abilities.
And then, if you guys play like Wizard or Witch Succession...
The fuck is this? Ronald Jed, this is the classes in the game in order of how easy they are in PvE grinding for a new player. Wrap your head around it. All right? Wrap your head around it. Like, look, Awakening Warrior, I've been saying it forever. None of this.
They have really nice flow once you guys get the succession abilities. And then...
yeah, okay. Meiwa and Musa, okay, they're pretty easy.
When you just hold
None of this is correct, and AI could have done this better, correct. I could have just thrown darts at a dartboard hitting random pictures of classes and probably come up with a more accurate list, yes.
Off like one of the ability, it keeps using the other abilities, and so that's what flow means in this game. And so yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy, and let me explain more on this video.
I would love for you to explain more.
So here is my easiest recommendation class right here.
Oh god.
So first of all, let's talk about Succession Wizard and Succession Witch. They're basic.
Someone go get Huntler! God damn it, I've been telling him forever. Huntler, I knew it! You're playing the easiest class in the game. Easiest class in the game. God, he bitches all the time. Get out there and grind, pussy. Low ass APM, easy PvE, shitlord.
Basically same class. So the one thing that you guys need to understand with this class is that they have a flow skill. And so let's say that you have like fire, ice, lightning, all those kind of elemental skills. And then all you have to do is press RMB after that using one ability. And then...
Oh, okay. I was curious what the logic was. Now I understand. It's easy. Just hold right mouse button. I don't even understand. How could this be difficult? For those of you that don't know, in Succession version of Witch or Wizard, if you just hold down RMB, it just continues to cast skills of that same element in no particular order. And I can't emphasize enough that in PvE, skill order, no, that doesn't matter at all. It really, the order with which you cast skills, that doesn't matter. You just hold right mouse button, throw out the slows, then go ahead and hit them with the AP buff. At some point, just DP debuff them last. Always very important. And then just go ahead and do damage. Honestly, beyond the movement skills, you just cast skills. It's that simple. Little Gimli with the 4 months. Welcome back. Thank you so much, Gimli. I really appreciate it. Help me. Oh, God. Oh, it's so good. Oh, fuck me. Honestly, the best part is that he has it actually lower than Suck Meiwa and Suck Musa. In fairness, in Suck Meiwa is like mid APM, I would say, PvE overall, from what I understand. Suck Musa is actually fucking like man, my wrist is... You're kind of hurt because you can just cast the skills faster and faster. They've made some changes to the class recently to make it a little bit easier, but it's still, bro, it's not exactly super easy, bro. So you TP and RMB afterwards. Fuck me. Yeah, that's exactly what I do.
And he casts out all the same elemental skills. And so, it has a really amazing flow skills. And then the movement skill is super easy. There's only...
You just teleport.
2 teleport and then 1...
Oh, no.
one sidestep basically, and that's about
there's only the first teleport, the second teleport, Earth's response, which is that little sidestep. Oh, the magical evasion is also a sidestep too. Also, you can use earthquake evade, and that's gonna move you. But yeah, aside from the teleports, yeah, probably just those.
it. And so that's why it can be the easiest class for you guys to test out on PvE grinding. But PvP, the APM and the difficulty gets even different because you do need to understand which one gives knockdown, right? And so if somebody falls
As
down,
we tag events, let's go to the easiest class
right away to give another second CC, for example. And so yeah, PvP is very different situation, but PvE grinding, it can.
It's so backwards, dude. Like, honestly, Suck Wizard in PvP is actually much easier than it is in PvE. In PvE, you're constantly sweating balls trying to cast skills, position behind people, you're unprotected like every other fucking skill. It's obnoxious, really high APM, and you have to choose all your skills ahead of time. So, like, you can't just, you gotta actually choose the fucking, every single fucking skill. In like, PvP, you're just like, I hit them with bullseye. And then I waited 6 more seconds, I am with no bullseye. Like, it's really, you just cast in your big skills, but, like, even then, like, it's still not all the way down here. Like, oh, fuck me, Dad. And then Witch, you have to actually weave your MMA between, like, every skill on Suck Witch in order for it to actually work, like, properly. Well, not every skill, but every, like, 4 seconds you have to weave your MMA in. Yeah, but aside from that, it's pretty fucking, that and the 185 other APM that's actually required to play it, it's probably pretty easy. I'm curious what he's going to say about Musa.
Can be super chill, and so I highly recommend you guys as a new
Awakening Drac, easiest class, not according to this list. We have Suck Zerker all the way over here. It's Suck. Oh man, Awakening Warrior is easier to play than Awakening Guardian. That's right. That's right. Absolutely. Yeah. No, I've seen it. Yeah. Absolutely. For sure. For sure. Oh god, I just want to know. You just grab them.
New BDO players, giving this Succession Witch or Succession Wizard a try. I do also have a tutorial video for this one, so go check it out as well.
You have a tutorial video for that? You have a... Oh, God. Okay. We might have to watch that.
Succession Mewa, Succession Musa, they're basically same thing, more...
Oh god, yeah, they're basically the same thing. This does a shitload of damage with 2 skills, and this one does it with 11. But you're right, they do, yes, roughly the same thing.
Or the difference is like basically he uses like wind elementals.
Easiest follow of my life.
She uses just, you know, flower
Welcome, Blue
elementals.
Shield Ted.
But
you like this content, you check out that YouTube, big man.
they're basically similar. Their abilities can be quite different because of that elemental, but
They're basically similar, but their abilities can be quite different. That's right. Succession Witch and Awakening Warrior are exactly the same, except for the abilities. It's a fair statement. It's a fair statement.
are same thing. The nice thing about these classes is that they have WRMB and they can dash all day, and so that's the reason why their movement skills are super easy. If you talk about like Ninja, for example, you do need to press like so many different kind of abilities to move around.
He does know about Ninja, okay? We are above Cade Games, but boy is that bar low.
But these guys, all you have to do is press WRMB and they just literally dash all day until either your energy runs out.
I mean, I'm actually a little taken aback because normally Wu actually has like solid stuff, you know, he puts forth solid guns, but like this, I think he probably rushed this out and he actually just does it. This is what it looks like when someone that doesn't know about all of the classes in the game, which in fairness, I could list on probably 2 hands the amount of people that are qualified to make this tier list. Right. Like to know every single spec on every single class, APM requirement, all of that shit. Shut up, Lane. Like all of that matters. And like there's no way he has the game knowledge for this. And I'm just gonna soak this up.
Or stamina. So that's the reason why that class can be very easy, because all you have to practice is just comboing. And then
just use skills. Yeah, all you have to do is use skills. The class is really easy.
There should be a really good combos out there for YouTube videos, or I have a Succession Meiwa guide as well.
Oh, Azure, look away. look away, man. For those of you that don't know, Suck, if you guys actually do want Suck Musa content, that's your man right there. That guy is qualified to talk about it.
So if you guys want to check that out as well for the part 1, feel free to do so. Next, let's talk about Shy. She is super amazing. S tier once again for PvE grinding.
True.
She is amazing. Lots of damage. And the best part is she is actually a pretty simple class. All you have to know is just how to buff up, and that's it for this class. And so
that is okay.
Yeah, give her a try. I also made a tutorial video about her. So you would definitely want to watch that video in order to understand how to buffing up. And then after that...
Woo. Oh, sweet Woo. Did you make a tutorial guide for all of the all of them? All of the classes? All of them? Oh god.
You know,
oh boys, we're gonna eat good today.
PvE just gets so easy because the combos are so simple.
Oh boy.
And then after that, we're gonna talk about Awakening Wizard and Awakening Witch.
Okay, yeah.
He basically uses fire and
okay, but Witch is like way better than Wizard, but yeah, they're about the same APM overall. Yeah.
Water. Meanwhile, Awakening Witch uses
Fisher Wave is just overwhelmingly a better skill than anything that Wizard can actually counter it with. Wizard is solid. Awakening Wizard is solid in PvE, but Fisher Wave is just so loaded nowadays that like it's just that good.
It's like Elemental of Lightnings and Earth. They're both really cool skills.
All
they both
15
have
minutes,
really good
that's
damage
right.
in PvE grinding.
Of the classes
and the
that he
movement
played.
skill is super simple as well. 2 teleports, just like these two. And so yeah, I had
Elementalization. Yeah, but yeah,
I
okay.
recommend you guys that. And the best part is that they actually have really nice flow skills. I highly recommend that.
And by really nice flow skills, we mean we hit the button and the flow is actually attached to the main skills. So that's why our APM is so low. Yeah.
I would definitely have to say that Awakening Wizard is actually easier than Awakening Witch. And so I definitely want you
I like it when I show up and it's just a whole ass all-you-can-eat buffet of reaction content. That's right.
you guys to try out Wizard out as well. He also actually has PvP potential. If you guys actually notice, if you go check out in Korean server for Arena of Solare, the top...
Don't you dare cite the Korean server as the top PvPers and like the gold standard for PvP. Don't you dare. Their Sorks were using violation on each other in the best in class tournament. They were that bad.
fragger of #1 in Korea server is actually...
He's the top fragger on the Korean server? There's an Awakening Wizard that's the best. He's rank 1 AOS on the Korean server. Do Koreans not have opposable thumbs? Is that the problem? No one knows how to grab them? That's the problem?
The Awakening Wizard. He definitely has a lot of damage for PvP, so keep in mind.
True.
And he also has a grab.
Okay, don't get me wrong. Awakening Wizard is slept on in PvP. It's really solid. It's not ever going to be the top rank 1 class in AOS, though. Not in NA. Well, so where the like good player, or EU, where the like better players play.
So if you want to get into PvP, definitely give it a try for Awakening
KR's
Wizard.
built different. You used the word different. I would have said poorly.
And then Awakening Witch is really good for PvE, but definitely lacking on PvP because she does not have a grab as well. But she has a defense, like more defense in that scenario.
Yeah. We definitely have more defense. That is right. Our defense is when you clasp at the ankles with your feet shoulder width apart. We find that the entry is less painful this way.
And then Awakening Meiwa, definitely give her a try. WRMB is also dashing, and then she has an Ice Elemental, and yeah, very nice skills. Flow skills are there as well. Very simple class. I definitely want to
more defense because Q block. Honestly, that's what I just keep yelling at Hamzy. He runs up to me and I say, I have Q block, and he says, I don't care. That's right. I don't.
Make a tutorial video about her very soon. I definitely want to make Awakening Witch probably first, and then Meiwa. And then Awakening Ranger.
What the fuck is going on, dude? What are you going to tell me? How in God's name is Awakening Ranger so low on this list? Easy to play in PvE. Honestly, I am in the minority here. I've been telling Flannels forever, your class is easy. It's a complete fucking joke, right? And everyone can do it, and we recommend it to all new players. Honestly, I don't see the problem here.
She is also easy because movement skill is basically just like Succession Mewa, Succession Musa to dash around. Keep in mind that it's not the best way to do it on PvP, but PvE.
No one show this video to Flannels. He might have a brain hemorrhage. Don't do it.
Who cares, right? You can literally dash that all day. But also a friendly reminder is that she actually has really nice flow skills too, and her abilities are very, very powerful PvE grinding. And so her movement skill is super easy. All you have to do is practice the combo, and so that's the reason why she's.
That's all you have to do. If you have easy movement, you just use your skills. Just practice your skills. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, it's you just hold shift to move around, and then you just use your skills. Honestly, with that kind of logic, why don't we just put Valkyrie at the easiest class in the game? We all know it's true.
In the easiest tier. After that, Awakening Warrior, there's literally nothing else much to say besides go watch my tutorial video for this class.
You wouldn't dare? Shut up! I can hear you from the basement.
I also made a video about how to play all the classes. And so if you guys actually watch that video, I actually use Awakening Warrior as an example. And you'll see the reason why I use Awakening Warrior there is because it has a really nice like keyboard system. So for example, if you...
It's really easy because it has a really nice keyboard system. And by system, of course, we mean the 200 buttons that you have to press per 30 seconds in order to actually execute the class in PvE. We call this a keyboard system. That's right.
You press WLMB, WRMB, they have a skill. Or SLMB or SRMB, it has a skill. Shift LMB, Shift RMB, yeah.
So I get it now. I understand now. I get it. My head is wrapped. We've wrapped our head around it. All right. So what he is saying is that Awakening Warrior is an easy class to play in PvE because no matter what buttons you press, an ability will happen. And that is true. That is true. So you could literally, and that is why he's calling it a keyboard system. Oh God. Because he's just smashing. He's literally, I knew that warriors did this. They just open their fucking hand up like a starfish and they just repeatedly smash the fucking keyboard like this. And that's their that's their PvE.
And so that's the reason why.
Unironically, also how they play PvP.
It's very, very easy class because every like simple key bindings that you use, they have a skill for it for a week.
How much did Shaky pay you to make this video? Rough dollar amount. USD. Awakening Warrior is an easy class to play. Goldstein, you're garbage.
Awakening Warrior. And so that's the reason why.
Honestly, now I know why Goldstein re-rolled over to Awakening Ranger at the start of Solaire. It's easier.
He's around here in the easiest elo. So definitely give him a try as well. Definitely check out my tutorial video for that.
Here comes, this has got to be the best part. There's no way. The amount of cope we're going to have to actually, the Olympic grade mental gymnastics we're going to have to do to put Suckzerker above Awakening Warrior is going to be unreal. Prepare your body.
If you're interested. Succession Berserker can be the next easier one, and the reason behind that is Spin to Win is very, very nice skill. And the best part, if you're grinding in late game, you want to give debuff first to the enemy to give lots of damage, and then all you have to do is literally just press R and B, and he basically debuffs the enemy, and guess what? He actually also has a damage. It's actually insane. You guys definitely need to check out that damage as well when you guys are playing Succession Berserker in Beast mode. And then
Okay.
he has like a lot of jumpings and moving around system. The crazy part about that is like it doesn't consume his stamina, and so he
Okay, I'm only hearing pros. He has not said anything that would make it a tougher class than Warrior.
can basically run all day, all night long. He's very crazy class.
Yeah, no stamina movement, low APM, really high damage, fun to move around on.
Like he's literally the Monkey King, and we call him.
Whoa. Whoa. Chill. Chill. You're gonna anger the primates. Quiet down over there. The strikers and mystics are getting fired up. Yo, whoa. Everybody just chill out. You can't rattle the cages like that. You can't rattle the cages like that. Holy shit.
Yeah, just Godzilla here in BDO. He's very broken for
Well, is he a monkey or is he Godzilla? Make up your mind.
PvP, PvE, Node Wars. Everybody loves him. Highly recommended for a new beginner BDO player. Awakening Guardian and Succession Guardian would be the next one that I would like to talk about. They're pretty simple too. They basically have the same method, same abilities, just like Awakening Warrior. So if you guys practice Awakening Warrior, you guys can basically use that same concept on Awakening Guardian and Succession Guardian.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it just to.
Would definitely have to basically abilities, just like
Okay.
pretty simple too. They basically have the same method, same abilities, just like Awakening Warrior. So if you guys
Same abilities. They're the same class. Yeah. Yeah, except that Warrior has easier movement, which makes it an easier. I can't even finish the fucking words coming out of my mouth. I'm actually just gonna vomit.
practice Awakening Warrior, you guys can basically use that same concept on Awakening Guardian and Succession Guardian. I would definitely have to say though that Awakening might be easier because her tempo is even much slower than Succession.
I think that this is like splitting hairs. He's not wrong. Awakening's probably just a little bit easier than Succession, but like they're both like 4 APM.
And I would definitely say that Succession has a little bit higher tempo, but their key bindings are not too bad as well, and their movement skills is not too bad as well. But
I don't know if he's ever actually tried to move on Awakening Warrior. I'm actually curious to see what his guide
you
says.
do need to practice. It's not easy as like, you know, Awakening Ranger, May was.
Since you press the button on the keyboard, it's on the both of them, it's the same class. Yeah. I mean, that's true. That is a true statement. You're holding shift to move and the Warrior dashes around, hold shift to move and the Guardian runs around. It is slightly more APM than that on Guardian though, and so the class would inevitably be harder. Sweet Mother of God, don't listen to a word that I am saying. These are like the 2 easiest grinders in the game. Well, I'm sorry, followed by the king of easy grinding.
And stuff like that. And so that's why they can be like in the medium of the easiest. And then the difficulty of the easiest, I would definitely say like Awakening.
The difficulty of the easiest, yes, the hardest ones.
Striker, Awakening DK, Succession Lan, and then
we're just gonna throw Sucklon out there. It's just willy-nilly. We're just gonna throw it in there right next to the Valkyries. Yeah. Oh shit. Valkyrie is an easy class. That's right. That's right. Valkyrie is an easy class. Skyframe, you shut your mouth. We have told you forever.
And the reason why I put Awakening Valkyrie here, she can be
My hands will never recover from how easy Valkyrie. Oh my god, he's gonna move her. Oh,
actually the easiest class.
I'm gonna kiss him. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna kiss him. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna kiss him. Oh, I'm gonna make love. Oh god, it's so good. Easiest class in the game at PvE. Amu is full of shit. Throw all of that into the dumpster. The new Bible of Awakening Valk belongs to Wu the winner. I just want to point out that it is right there. I mean, it's competitive with Succession Wizard, but they are both equally the easiest class in the fuck me dead. What is happening in this video?
That's if you guys know this one simple trick, right? As you guys,
If you just know this one simple trick. All right, to be clear, You can just hold forward RMB or whatever it centaurs and go around in a circle on Valkyrie indefinitely. And yeah, it's really easy, but like here's the thing, if you actually want to grind anywhere other than centaurs, exactly there, it's definitely going to require a lot more APM and thought process. It is really good in PvE. This, I don't even know what to say about this. Sucklon is like 3 buttons. He glossed over it so fast, I don't even know if he understands how to play Sucklon. It is actually like 4 skills total that you use to grind on repeat. Maybe 5. Maybe 5. Awakening DK is like 72. How many skills are in the kit? You're using all of them. Like, it is actually crazy. I played it for 3.5 years, and it's changed a lot since then. Not for the better in PvE. It's still a shitload of APM. You're working hard. Does a lot of damage. Also, you're paper mache. If you don't have the DP to handle the mobs that you're doing, or that you're killing, you're just like a fart in the wind. There you go. Harder than Suck Zerker for sure, though. That is a statement. That is a statement.
If you guys watch my tier list video, I explain how
you made a tier list. Oh god, yeah.
How to do the easiest trick about Awakening Valkyrie is that all you have to do is press spacebar RMB and literally just shreds everybody in like early mid game. But late game, it does not really work besides the bloody.
Oh god, fuck me, dude. It's literally like one of the best classes in the game for late game grinding, dude. Oh fuck, dude. I'm so fucking hard right now.
Monastery. But then after that, you do need to understand all her abilities, and that's where the part came.
Yeah. After you finish grinding as centaurs, you actually have to understand the abilities, and then the class becomes a lot harder. Yeah, you have to read the skills. That's true.
Can get me.
Yeah, that is literally Awakening Valkyrie is the highest skill ceiling in the game. It's also one of the highest skill floors in the game overall. Just trying to pick up and play the class. I just find it funny that like all these other classes, like it's easy movement. The skills, you just use skills. The movement is easy, so you just use skills after that, and the class is easy, right? Like, and then he gets to Valkyrie, and he's like, "We're not going to talk about the movement. We're going to focus on the fact that you can just hold forward RMB at the low end spots."
Maybe still difficult, and so that's why like she's still in the highest difficulty because of that reason. But
she's in the highest difficulty of the easy tier. Let's not get too excited, boys.
But if you want to be brainless and you just love that spacebar RMB,
I agree. Valkyries are brainless.
I highly recommend you trying Awakening Valk out of all these classes right here on the left side. She literally has that. It's amazing for early beginner people anyways too.
It's his fucking fault. It's this guy's fucking fault. Every single fucking time I have somebody in my guild is like, "Blue, I want to re-roll." Every single fucking time. They're like, "Blue, where the thousands of other Valkyries that have come before me have failed, I am the chosen one." Okay, Jesus, give it a go. The fucking messiah of Awakening Valkyrie. They bring that sumbitch into Siege. Woo, baby! We're cranking it a 1-46 scoreline. Fuck me. Do not recommend Valkyrie for anything. It's the highest skill ceiling, highest skill floor in the fucking game. Don't play it unless you really want that paladin thematic. It is incredibly good. Impossibly good. Arguably the best class in the game at large scale PvP. It's also amazing in PvE, but guess what? It's a lot of APM. It's incredibly hard to learn, and I don't recommend it for new players unless you really like that stuff, in which case go for it. But if you're just looking for a mountain to climb, please climb my dick instead of playing Awakening Valkyrie. Okay? Because at least you can finish climbing my mountain.
Super easy. If you talk, so that's the reason why she's not easy. I put her right here. F, right? That's a really nice class because it just makes sense overall in general. Like you can use this concept on any other classes, and so honestly starting off from Awakening Warrior is very good idea. But yeah, Awakening Wusa has
There's so many bad ideas being thrown around here, I don't even know where to begin unpacking it. Awakening Warrior is an incredibly complex class as well, and very difficult to play competently in PvE.
really nice flow skills. For example, WE and then holding E, or like SE and then holding E, right? And then has a ability. She's basically like Lux in League of Legends. Lots of long damage. And
I hate that fucking... Every time someone mentions Lux in League, I have to mute my own duo partner because he just spams her stupid fucking laugh the entire time. Also, can we talk for a moment about how we recommend Awakening Wusa over its Succession counterpart? When was this made? 2 fucking days ago. Decius was out 2 days ago. Two little days ago.
so yeah, Node War, she's amazing.
Oh, fuck, man. Oh, No. Look, in Node Wars, she meets expectations in Node Wars. She is okay. Amazing, no.
She performs PvE grinding really well as well, and so highly recommended if you guys are new to BDO as well. Okay, and then let's talk about
acceptable
medium
statement. You can play Awakening Wusa if you're new, yeah.
classes, which can be such as Succession Wusa, Succession Sage, Succession
We're just gonna throw them all out there. That's fine.
Megu. And so thing is that if you guys
Honestly, do you know the best part? It's like this little hidden gem about this AI created list is the fact that we have Succession Valkyrie is objectively harder than Awakening Valkyrie. That's going to be some excellent logic right there. This is going to be good.
you guys are new to BDO, and people do say like, oh, Succession Megu is broken, right? But the thing is, I don't really recommend people trying this class because it can be difficult. Like, thing is, she does
That was the... No. That was the class you chose to die on. The Succession Megu is a difficult class. That was the hill that you chose to die on. Never mind the fact that we've been gunning you down like it was D-Day this entire VOD.
does have a clone where pressing Q, which can be also difficult for new BDO players. And then
Say it again. Say it again. Do it again.
I don't really recommend people trying this class because it can be difficult. Like, thing is, she does have a clone where pressing Q, which can be also difficult for...
Pressing Q is difficult, okay? Give him a break. It is above A. Okay, sometimes you hit tab. You know, like you have to hit it with your ring finger. All right. It's not as long as the middle finger. That one just lands on W. It's easy. It's natural. Oh shit.
For new BDO players, and then like movement skills.
Suck Megu is hard. You have to press Q.
And adding those combos as well at the same time, they can be tricky. And so, you know, you do
Oh, it's so good. Earlier we were talking about Awakening Ranger. The movement is so easy. And then since the movement is so easy, you just use the skills. it's so easy. And on this one, it's, well, the movement is really easy, but the skills are really hard. I want someone, if I could send this to Flannels without him having a brain aneurysm, I would totally do it.
do want to start off as like these kind of classes first, and then once you guys understand that foundation of BDO, then that's when you guys want to maybe try out medium.
Once you have your foundation and you understand the miracle that is looking down at the English alphabet that has been laid out before you and like actually circumnavigating like Magellan, finding the Q button, then you're ready to play. Suck Megu.
Classes such as these ones that I recommend. And then Succession Sage is not bad for movement skills. He just like teleports around, that's it. But that's then right. The combos and stuff like that can be a little bit trickier than all other classes. So that's why he can be like in the medium stage. Okay, and then Succession Valk, she has a really nice flow skills. And she also has
those two skill combo. Ranger is a joke. You shut your mouth, Air. It's a I've been saying it forever. Again, I just want to point out that we're going to get to this Valkyrie now, but like looking ahead, we have this beautiful Awakening Corsair is easier than Succession Corsair, and I'm really looking forward to that discussion as well.
Really nice movement skills. It's literally 4 dashes that she...
Really nice movement skills. You hold shift 4 times, and then you don't move at all. Really nice. Really nice. Larry? Idiot! Stop complaining about Succession Valkyrie. I told you. You just hold shift 4 times, and then you just stand still until you die. It's easy.
She has, but she is Succession after all, and she does need to understand some combos that you guys need to...
Awakening Valkyrie requires no combos. This, though, combo queen. Lane Kiffin, Raiden, Skyfree, Amu. They don't know how to combo. What's comboing? They're just 2-skill people. Telesancta. This is the real combo king. Yeah, hyper. Idiots. Pathetic.
Study, and I will make a tutorial video about it as well. She's very fun.
Oh, please fucking do.
Class. If you guys play Maple Story, she's basically like a...
Yes. Yes. Compare her to Maple Story. Do it.
Bishop that gives lots of AoE damage, and so yeah, she's very, very fun class.
So good.
Awakening Kozer, she recently got buffed as well, and she's really good when I test.
That was on in Korea. It's in Korea. It's not over here yet though.
There previously, so you know that S tier becomes just...
Honestly, that's the first time I've ever heard Maple Story's PvP or PvE or grind or really anything compared to Black Desert's. Yeah, it's... Reach is such a strong word.
SS tier. She does give a lot of damage. Previously, Awakening Kozer, she recently got buffed as well, and she's really good when I tested her previously, so you know that S tier becomes just SS tier. She...
God. Oh, fucking... SS tier. Oh, God. You know, I've been criticized for putting Awakening Corsair too low and underestimating them, but that was a staggering statement right there. I don't even think the Corsair Discord, who spends all day looking up the skirts of their Corsair, would consider them S tier.
She does give a lot of damage. Her mechanics can be kind of tricky. She does use range...
I'm sorry, SS tier.
Rifles, and she does also summon like otters to shoot cannons or you know throw bombs and stuff like that. It's very fun for PvE. PvP can be more difficult and different, but PvE style is actually not...
That was vague. Good job, Woo. You keep it vague and then I can't criticize you.
Too bad. The flow skills are actually amazing too. but it is still in the medium, where I highly recommend you guys to try the easier.
All right, let's pause for a moment. I just want to point out that we covered Awakening Warrior as being one of the easiest classes in the game so long ago that it's actually not even on the screen. That's how much easier Awakening Warrior is than Succession. It's actually just not even on the screen.
First. And then there's like Succession Warrior. You do need to understand the movement skill for this class, which is like WF running, and then WQ is like dashing really fast again. And then like all the other abilities is actually not too bad.
Again, I just want to remind you guys that his earlier argument for why Awakening Warrior was probably the third easiest class to pick up and play and the best class in PvE in the game, his argument was because you can hold shift and just move around with shift. And because when you put your hand on the keyboard, you just place it like this, it's going to use a skill. He said that no matter which button order you press, no matter what WE, Shift Q, A, Q, S, D, E, F, everything, it will use a skill. And so you can really just, again, like a starfish with your hand, just keep pressing repeatedly. And Awakening Warrior is just that good. Yeah. And so Succession is actually harder than that because you have to use more than shift to move forward, and then you actually have to use combos. I could not agree more.
It does have lots of AoE damage, and so it can be very like fun class too. But I personally love Awakening versus Succession. But if you guys still want to give Succession a try, go for it.
All right. Memes aside, Succession Warrior is one of the easier grinders in the game for sure. If you're going to grind on Warrior, we definitely recommend Succession. Awakening is more of a Swiss Army knife where you have one skill for literally everything that you do, so it's going to be really high APM. Suck Warrior has all of that same utility, but it's packed onto way less skills. Okay, so although it makes it less diverse in PvP, it's definitely more of a one-size-fits-all situation for Suck Warrior, which makes it an easier grinded PvE. Okay.
And then Awakening Mystic is here as well. I would definitely have to say Succession Mystic is actually harder.
That is a true statement in PvE.
Awakening thing is, there's less abilities that you can use as Awakening.
Bro, you have to use Q. I know, but you also have to use more than shift to move. And so it is harder than Succession Mega.
Mystic, but then basically is the easier version of Succession Mystic. And so yeah, that's why she's in the
all right, let me give you the rundown on Awakening Mystic. You put the core on Tidal Burst, and then you just hit Shift RMB, and then you use one of your skills that uses all of your martial shards. So you Shift RMB Wave Orb, Shift RMB Rising Dragon, Shift RMB what's the forward right mouse button? I'm blanking on the name. Sea Burial. Yeah. And then you go back to Shift RMB and you just keep doing this. It's like super low APM. It's really easy. Every once in a while, you do have to buff yourself with Spiral Torpedo. And also Mass Destruction gives you an accuracy buff. That's really useful at high-end spots. But aside from that, it's really Shift RMB and just hit a button. Shift RMB, hit a button. Shift RMB, hit a button.
Medium tier, and I highly recommend you guys to giving her a try as well. Lots of critical hit damage as well. Succession Corsair, bro.
That is true. Lots of critical hit damage. True, it has critical hit passive. Got one right.
Broken class for PvE, but her movement as well. Succession Corsair, broken class for PvE, but hit damage as well. Succession Corsair, broken class for PvE, but her movement skills can be very tricky. There's a lot of movement skills that you guys need to study as well to move around, and her abilities too. And so that's why she can be like, honestly, in the medium or hard.
There were so many things. Okay, so Succession Corsair is probably the only class in the entire game where you can literally take the skills from your prime skills. You just click and drag them onto your hotbar, Just 1 through 9. 1 through 9. And then when you're grinding 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, you don't even have to hit any other buttons. No other buttons. Oh yeah, Kalia, we'll get that handled right away. Send them to Hunter. We'll just put them right at the top, okay?
But to think of it.
But like, it's like actually one of the lowest APM classes in the game for PvE. It is low to mid in terms of overall efficiency. It actually got some buffs. It's okay. Its movement skills, do not let him fool you, are really fucking easy. It's excellent to pick up and play. If you love the fantasy of having sex with mermaids, Succession Corsair absolutely could be the class for you.
But I'll just put it right here, and then let's just keep moving on. Awakening Musa can be easy for...
Boy, oh boy. We have Awakening Musa. Harder class than Awakening Valkyrie. Lane, Raiden, Emu, Larry. Larry too, because Succession Valk's way over here. Sit down. Sit down. This, I knew it. The Yasuo mains have been justified. They even might stop watching their hentai long enough to look over at this video and say, I've been saying it for years. Such a hard class, that Musa. Send help. Cynics, thanks for that Prime sub, buddy. Nothing makes me wetter than a brand new Prime sub. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Movement skill, right? Which is WRMB all day, and they
it's
just...
It's at 0 and 10 power spike. Honestly, in silver, it usually happens around 0 and 7.
Around crazy. But at the same time, when it comes to comboing and stuff like that in late game, he can be kind of tricky. So in early gamers, like just like Awakening Valkyrie,
Nope. I'm not going to listen to that. There is not a chance. There is no way he is about to make the case that Awakening Musa, although all you have to do is move around with right mouse button, has difficult combos. Has more difficult combos than Awakening Valkyrie, Awakening DK. Got more difficult combos than honestly any of the mostly any of these. Awakening Corsair, you name it. He compared it to Valkyrie. No, he didn't. 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 No, he didn't.
He can early gamers like just like Awakening Valkyrie. He can shine pretty well in early games, but in
that's fine.
Mid game,
that's actually not an unfair comparison. Because like you can just go around with WRMB or whatever with Valkyrie at the Centaurs, and then Musa is basically the same thing. Yeah. And I just want to say that earlier that his opinion, although the rest of the entire video has been what's the word I'm looking? Dumpster fire. His opinion on Awakening Valkyries was not wrong. Yeah, brainlets. Yeah, one button brainlets. Idiots.
To end game, you do need to understand some combos to use, and so that's why he can be a bit trickier. Thing is,
right next to Awakening Drac, just a dick hair above that suck Corsair. You have placed so elegantly.
He doesn't really have a lot of flow skills comparing with Awakening Meiwa as well, and so that's the reason why he can be more tricky as well.
The funny thing is, those two actually just need to be swapped because Musa can just super armor trade with his combo skills. And Meiwa actually has to position stuff in front of her. Neither of which is very particularly difficult. But if you're going to put one as above the other, it's the Meiwa above the Musa. Okay. Is it Meiwa way more complex than Musa? Way more is a bit of a stretch. Nah.
As well to play. And then Awakening Dracania is basically the same concept as well with
Total
Warrior.
Joke.
If you
honestly, dog shit. Bottom tier.
know how to play Warrior, you can basically play Awakening Dracania. The different as well with Warrior, if you know how to play Warrior, you can basically play Awakening Dracania. The different part about
Flowers, idiot, should just be playing Warrior. It's an easier class.
this is that there's like fire and blue side to change.
That is difficult. Yeah, there is there is fire and blue shit. Yeah.
Ability. But then they basically have the same key binding, which is very cool.
Awakening Ranger is easy. Oh, Kadrian. Oh, sweetie pumpkin, sit down.
So if you don't know what I'm trying to say here,
I don't. We collectively, we don't.
Just watched my tutorial video about her.
I may have to watch those.
I have it, and so go check it out. It's very cool. It's not bad actually once you understand that concept. What I'm trying to explain on my tutorial video. Awakening Launch, she is great. She does have 2 dashes, very nice. Movement skill.
Just 2. Only those 2. That's it. And then you just never move again. That's right.
Is not too difficult, but the combos can be like a bit difficult, but
yeah. The 4 skills that you use repetitively on Awakening Lawn can be difficult, especially if you use them in the incorrect order. However, I don't believe that Awakening Lawn actually does require the Q button. I don't think so. I'm trying to think through its skills. Awakening Lawn is difficult. Jester, shut up. You played this class for literally 2 years. 2 years you played this class, and you said, oh my gosh, oh, it's so difficult. Oh my gosh, I just farm people for fresh. Shut up. This is, you agree with this wholeheartedly. I know you do. This man is your people. This just might be you. I was taught the class in 5 minutes. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. I'm gonna dash at them and then I'm gonna grab them. All right, next class.
Not as honestly strong as like difficulty than like Succession Cruiser, I would say actually.
Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're moving it.
So maybe like I will put it.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna move it around. Like, oh yeah, move Suck Corsair further up the. Leigh Fond is in the audience. Yep. Yep.
Around like right.
The Musa mains are like, yep. I've been saying it. Yep. Tough matchup. Because everything's a tough matchup for Mooses with IQs below 50.
Here maybe that will be like a good spot for Awakening Lawn. And then Succession DK, there's some flow skills, which is pressing LMB RMB, right, and slashes twice. But her movement skills can be tricky as well. There's a lot of,
you have to hold shift. That's it. There's no follow-up. That can be tricky for people. You have to actually hold a directional cue. You know what I mean? When you're moving. A lot. True. Although I don't think there's a DK in history that has actually played Dark Knight and said that Suck was harder than Awakening was. I don't think that that's ever been said. Hokey Mad with that brand new Prime sub, and thanks so much, buddy. I really appreciate that. Nothing makes me wetter than a new Prime sub. Thanks, man. Or Grill, or George Foreman Grill. We're all inclusive.
Some
he's a trailblazer
to understand, and other abilities
he's blazing on something
is to use as well to play this class. And so like she's in the medium. It's not too difficult as well. I would actually say like she's around right here too, I would say. Right there. And then Awakening has
I'm getting this as first looks here, and I just want to throw this out there that this is going to be juicy, and I want you all to wait for this with me. I'm basically edging right now, waiting for the explanation as to why Succession Draconia is actually harder than any other class that has actually come before it, including its Awakening counterpart. That's going to be a good one.
You just need to practice his mobility. The thing is, his mobility is amazing, but he get very like stamina thirsty because he uses so much abilities that moves around crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, the thing is that his abilities require a lot of buttons, and then his movement requires a lot of buttons, and also he doesn't do any damage.
And that's it. And then you just need to practice the combos and actually have a tutorial video. I highly recommend you guys watching that video.
There's a tutorial on the
it's
hash
not
too.
as difficult as you guys think playing Awakening Hasashin. Like all you guys thought was like he's like right up here with.
Oh yeah, that's what I've been telling Suzanne that forever. Your class is a joke, man. Stop complaining. I don't understand why you're not front page every siege. It's just a get good issue.
Session Ninja, he's actually not. Once you actually have a good practice with that.
Yeah, once you have good practice with him, you realize and you get used to the fact that you're using 165 APM just to play the class at a level that Corsair could play at with 4. Once you get over that hump and you get the muscle memory down, it's not as bad because you're on enough copium at that point.
Movement skill that I teach you guys in my tutorial video, dude, it's actually not too bad, and so highly recommend it. Go check out my video for that. Awakening Sork is very kind of tricky because you do need to buff up, which is Shift LMB to give.
That's true. You have to buff up on Sork. None of these other fucking classes require it. Ridiculous. Ridiculous that Sorks have to actually hit buttons in order to buff up. That's stupid. It needs to be, honestly, we just need to buff them. That needs to be removed so that Sorks can actually just grind by looking at the mobs.
A lot of critical hit, but at the same time you do also need to change it back to Awakening position and then like giving damage and stuff like that. And she's a bit tricky for sure. On my base experience, same thing with like Succession Tamer. There are places.
What's the over-under that he's played more than an hour and a half of Succession Tamer?
Styles are very different comparing with all the other classes, and so they are in a difficult spot. Succession Draconian.
I would like Hunter Blue to come into this chat right now. I'm going to need Flannels, Taiku. I'm going to need Ludi in here as well. Because I want to show them the staggering Olympic grade gymnastics that we have to do to say that Succession Ranger is actually so much harder than Awakening Ranger in PvE. That it's actually just not even in the same grade. They're not even on the screen with each other. These lists rivals that of Potion Shop. Is this a difficulty tier list? Oh no, this is the ranking of all classes from easiest to hardest for new BDO players in PvE grinding. So in PvE, overall, this is basically an APM check and skill floor check. APM and skill floor check. And I want to emphasize that none of this is correct. Well, correction. I have heard about 5% of the information listed has been roughly accurate.
She is also
hold up. He basically skipped over Tamer because I guarantee you he hasn't played it. The Tamer, like I've played some Tamer. I know. Suck Tamer is not bad in PvE. It's okay. I would say it's like it's middle of the road or so. And you don't have to work very hard. So like honestly, it belongs lower down on this list.
Spot.
Awakening Tamer is definitely a little bit tougher.
Succession Dracania.
He's got that right.
Here we is go. Also difficult because she does have a lot of movement skills that you guys.
Oh, that's what it was. Oh, okay. All right. So a lot of movement skills.
Need to understand and study for. But I also have a tutorial video about it as well. I actually made that video how I was trying to go for the Dracania tournament when it came out, basically. And it was my first PvP tournament, guys. Like.
So you made that video when Dracania came out. So your opinion of Dracania when it came out was that it had difficult movement? It's a difficult class for you? And you picked it up? It's hard.
How amazing was that, right? And that was when like Dracania came out.
How does he have only one sentence for each class? That's not true. He has one sentence followed by you should check out my guide.
That time too. And so yeah, I think it was like about a year ago. I don't know, it's been a while, but I was very proud of myself.
I'm disappointed, I gotta say, because Woot, normally this guy actually does put out some solid, like when he started off with his YouTube career, he actually had solid guides. And then I saw him start going toward the gacha content. But we've really slid downhill in this video.
But yeah, I had a really good time playing this class. You do
1.5 hours. All of his guides are 1 hour experience. He made 1 hour guides for every class. Cade Games? No, he's definitely knows more than Cade Games.
You need to know lots of abilities. There's not much flow skill.
You do need to know a lot of abilities on Suckdrack. That's right. You have to charge the ions and then you have to expel them. No. It's one of the easiest classes to pick up and play in the entire game. Really simple. Really simple. I use these abilities, they charge my ions. I use these abilities, they expel my ions, and that is it. As far as movement skills go, we're just basically holding shift and running around.
Skills.
Have you seen Phil's gaming guides? No, I have not. You should send one.
There is not like easy like movement skill as well.
I don't think any Succession classes are hard to play. Succession Witch and Succession Wizard are definitely harder than the Awakening counterparts, if that's what you're trying to get at. I'm sure there's a couple other examples.
So you do need to study a lot when it comes to now difficulty location. Okay, and then Succession Assassin, same thing. Lots of mobility class. And lots of comboing class as
I'm curious what's he putting as the hardest class in the fuck me dead. I'm excited. Very excited.
well to give lots of damage for PvE. And so that's why I would say it's a really hard.
Yeah, nobody cares about Hashashin. Yeah, it actually is a hard class. Honestly, unironically, when you have like 52 chances to get something right and on a matching test, so when I give my students a matching section and they just don't know what to do and they just randomly fill them in and there's like 52 matching questions, unironically they do occasionally get one right. So
class. And then Succession Ranger, her mechanics is very different playing with all other classes, but her movement skill is not too bad, which is WRMB, and she just like keeps front flipping all day, which can be not bad, but when it comes to PvE grinding, her combos might be a bit different, and I will make maybe a video about it, I guess.
Oh yeah. Oh god, please make a tutorial video so that you can understand how wrong that statement was. That was rough. Where's Taiku when I need her?
Yes, if you guys really need it or want to, or if you want to check my playstyle, I guess, as Succession Ranger. But yeah, like she's okay.
She's okay. Just shrugging it off. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Where's Archer? Where did you put Archer? Did we forget him? Did we forget him? They are a bit of an afterthought. There's no shot. Pun intended, there is no shot that Archer is the hardest class of the game. There is no way. There is no way we are going for the that would be
Ranger,
legendary.
Her mechanics is very different. Playing
okay,
with
all right, I can't hear it anymore.
If you guys really need it or want to, or if you want to check my
Awakening Tamer is actually kind of difficult to play in PvE.
Yeah, like she's okay.
You have to constantly, like, honestly, like managing that little skill that like constantly changes its effect, and it's really annoying. You also have more movement options and stuff. Like, I don't know, it's just slightly more APM than Succession.
Not
solid,
my personal favorite class though to play.
Why is this
PvE
tier list
grinding.
for us? Oh shit, he's got an. Oh no. Oh no. Did we forget the Archer, or is it just that hard?
Can definitely give it a try. Awakening Tamer would be harder.
Oh no.
For sure, versus Succession, because you do need to use Succession.
Awakening Tamer is so much fun. It absolutely is a tremendous amount of fun. I've played it for a really good amount of time. I did it on stream. It was a tremendous amount of fun. It's just a lot of work to grind. You know what I mean? If we're talking about how difficult it is to pick up and play for a new player, it's hard to pick up. It's got a decent amount of APM and PvE. So like, yeah, this is not exactly a wrong statement. It's difficult to play in PvE. It's not bad. Just difficult.
And she does have more movement skills than Succession as well. And so overall, in general, I think her abilities are...
Boy, Suck Mystic is far up this list.
Much better for comboing and mobility-wise as well.
Have we seen Ninja either? We haven't seen Ninja. Oh, God.
Conclusion, it can be a more difficult class. Succession Mystic, it has more combos than Awakening.
You have to use Thunder Pound, and then you use Down on B, and then you use another skill. And then you use Thunder Pound again. Oh my god, dude. I've played Suck Mystic for a long time. That is not very hard. It actually has a reasonable... you don't even have to press Q, which apparently, according to our boy Woo here, is the hardest thing to do in the game. Like it's really not very hard. It can be a little tough to pick up, like mechanically for new players at the start, because some things move you if you don't combo them correctly, and you're a little unprotected in the combo. So that's fair, but it definitely, I would say, it's like middle of the road APM requirement, and it's a really good class. But like, it's not this hard. It does not belong this far up this list.
And so that's why she is more difficult. Movement skill is not too
But
bad.
wait,
Shift W,
Tama?
right?
Yeah.
She does dash 3 times, but then after that, if you want to use some cool abilities, you can do like uppercut with pressing LM.
Someone tell Jazzy that her Mystic can only dash 3 times.
B's or F to do more stuff, basically. And so knowing all those kind of
Cute as ducks. Welcome to the squadron, buddy. Thank you so much for that Prime sub. I really appreciate you choosing me. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
tricks can be more difficult, and so yeah. Succession Kunos, same thing. Her mobility skills can be difficult to understand and learn and study for.
What makes me hard when I play the class? That is true. Usually her legs.
Because there's a lot of cancel animation for this class, and so that's why it can be difficult. So you do need to watch a tutorial video about this one. If you want to, you can watch my video. I actually made Succession Kuno about it, and probably making the Awakening one.
In no universe am I putting Mystic even on the same screen as Succession Kuno in difficulty to grind. It's not even remotely close.
Pretty soon here as well.
Kuno is way
Awakening
harder.
Berserker.
But I will say that he has one thing right. I can't wait. That's a gem right there. There is no way right now.
He also uses Succession Berserker, so I highly recommend you guys practicing Succession Berserker first before playing Awakening Berserker.
That is true.
He does have really nice, cool skills. Flow skills are not too bad as well on Awakening.
They're all right.
But at the same time, since you have to use Awakening and Succession abilities,
so
that's
hard.
where the class can be kind of tricky to play. But very
Actually, not an incorrect statement. Tougher class to play in PvE, but with the buffs that we're getting in KR, it'll be a much better class in PvE, but no less difficult.
very fun class. Very flashy, lots of boom, 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 you know?
Suck hash makes him hard, plus Awakenings.
It's an amazing class. It's like Iron Man. Just think about it as Iron Man, okay?
That is a fair... Well, I would have gone with Mega Man, but yeah.
And then Succession
And now the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's see it.
Nova, her flow ability skills can be kind of a bit tricky. And so that's why she's kind of up here. But her movement skill is not too bad. She does have a dashing forward thingy. And yeah. But she is still difficult understanding like the clones. She does summon like a clone to give more damage surrounding to the PvE mobs. But I honestly had a difficult time, right? As a new BDO player.
Oh, God, he had a difficult time with it. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, no. 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 No way. No. Oh, no. There's so many things. That's probably the easiest class in the whole game. I just one thing at a time. Cut one thing at a time, chat. One thing at a time. This is probably the easiest class in the whole game. This is probably the easiest class in the whole game. You just take your pet out. That's the hard part. And then you can just pick your keyboard up. It's a lot like Awakening Warrior. You just like a starfish. Over and over and over again. Until the mobs are dead. It's not particularly effective at it, but it is really easy. Are we gonna get a blue version of this after we're done? I don't know if I have the mental capacity. I'm looking at this lineup here where Succession Striker is arguably the second hardest class in the game, if that's not even the worst part of what is to come. I want Torty in here now. I want him here now.
Just like me, testing out like Succession Nova, I had a difficult time, so I know you guys will have a difficult time as well. There is
God, if you have one hand, you're blind in one eye, and you're playing with a controller, you're still not going to have a tough time with Succession Nova. It's going to be easy for you. You're going to stand in frontal guarded super armor the entire time. Nothing can CC you, and your pets will kill everything. What if you're bald, though? I am bald. And I did not have a hard time with Succession Nova. I actually don't even know. I'm struggling to understand actually what he found difficult about this class at all. Because upon creating the class, you simply skill into the prime skills and start rolling your face from left to right across the keyboard. If you go right to left, it's less damage, but it's okay still. Just remember to take out your pet. And then the movement is literally, I just hold shift and run forward. That's it. That's all there is to it. There's nothing else to it.
No way, if you're new to BDO player and if you try Succession Nova, there is absolutely no way you will know anything about the clone, for example, and then summoning them and giving damage in PvE grinding. No way!
It's staggering. The amount of misinformation that can be packed into one video is
to BDO player, and if you try Succession, have a difficult time as well. Me testing out like Succession Nova, I had a difficult time, so I know you guys will have a difficult
Give him a break. He has no hands.
time as well. There is no way, if you're new to BDO player and if you try Succession Nova, there is absolutely no way you will know anything about the clone, for example, and then summoning them and giving damage in PvE grinding. No way!
It's not hard. You just click the button that takes the pet out, and then that is it. Every single other thing is completely automated. All of it. All of it is completely automated. That is it. You don't even have to be... I could literally... I could be in PvE or PvP. I could just go to block, stand up, pour my tea. They're wailing on me the whole time. No big deal. They're still going. Set it down. Make sure to put the cap back on. Get up. Go get another cup of coffee because the tea's just not going to do it. Come back. See that my pet has CC'd them and kill them. You don't even have to be at the computer. This is the BDO equivalent of Yumi. Like, actually, you can basically just be AFK. Just attach yourself to a champion and walk away.
There's no way.
Arizona T, absolutely.
Okay, so, and then Succession Sork is just very unique class. No.
More frontal guards. Okay, so the difference between Suck and Awakening Sork. Awakening Sork has more super armors to trade with. So both of them have roughly the same movement. Short frame, I-frame dashes that require a decent amount of stamina. The only difference is when Suck Sork comes out of the iframes, it's usually going to have to use a frontal guard in order to CC its opponent or to do its damage. And when Awakening comes out of its iframes, it's going to be using super armors instead, which is why most people choose to play Awakening, because then you never have to worry about being CC'd because you've never had sex in your life.
Nobody really plays this class. I never even seen like Succession Sork around, honestly, for 5 years, dude.
You've been playing this game for 5 years? If this is the average player knowledge for 5 years of playing this game, I'm a literal god to you people. If this is the average player knowledge of 5 years of playing Black Desert Online, no wonder.
So yeah, like I don't know, like about her, like
I don't know about her, just period. End the clause. Drop the punctuation, begin the next sentence.
She does have like really cool spirit bomb, just like Goku, and she does give lots of damage, but at the same time her mobility skills and her combo skills can be quite different and tricky.
We're just hitting the keywords. He actually has no idea what he's talking about, and so he's saying words like cuckoo. Never when I have ever made a guide video have I ever had to describe, I've been desperate. I've been reaching. You do every once in a while, you talk out your ass, right? What's up, Sinon? How you doing, sister? But like, I've never described a class as you use the crow's cuckoo. They are tricky combos. Let's hear it again.
So that and she does give lots of damage, but at the same time, her mobility skills and her combo skills can be quite different and tricky. So that's the reason why
I missed it. How did I miss it?
About her, so yeah, like I don't know, like about her, like she does have like really cool spirit bomb, just like Goku, and she does give lots of damage, but at the same time, her mobility skills,
oh god,
and her combo skills can be quite different and tricky. So that's the reason why nobody really plays her, and that's why it's also difficult. And there's not much, I don't think, a good.
He's trying to say Goku. No, he is not. He's saying Cuckoo because of Crowstorm. I'm not even joking. Also, Cocoa Puffs.
Tutorial guide, I don't know, maybe there is, but yeah,
like, I'm not joking. It's the Cuckoo, because you know what he did. I have psychoanalyzed this, and I am a professional. He logged in on Sork. He started playing. It was too difficult. He used Crowstorm one time. He heard the animation, caw, 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 which is very similar to our friend over at Cocoa Puffs, Cuckoo. You know what I mean? And so that is what makes him an expert at placing Sork on this tier list. I'm not joking. You know I'm right. You know I'm right. That is it. That is 100% the reason.
I just don't see Succession Sorks in general a lot in BDO.
He said Spirit Bomb. Yeah. You don't see Succession Sorks a lot in BDO because logging in would be difficult.
You know, who knows? You might be the new Harry Potter in this game. You know what I mean?
No. No. I missed Iwamoto with the resub for 4 months. Iwamoto, welcome back, buddy. Thank you so much for supporting me. I really appreciate it. Yeah, let's roll it back one more time.
A lot, maybe there is, but yeah, I just don't see Succession Sorks in general a lot in BDO. And so, you know, who knows? You might be the new Harry Potter in this game, you know?
Which one is Hermione? I'm just asking for a friend. That would be the class that I would like to play. I'm just saying. I'm more of an Emma Watson kind of person.
You know what I mean? And then there's
I don't know where he was going with that, other than to say that Harry Potter was a rare dude in the series. He was super rare. There was only one of him. But you very well could have said the same for Red Wind 35. If you play Succession Sork, you are the only Red Wind 35. You're the only heir. You're the only Hiren. You're the only Blue Squadron. There's only one of you. Oh, God. I'm waiting for him to get a Succession Striker that says Striker. Yeah.
It's Awakening Nova, very difficult, high tempo. So these guys are very high tempo.
Oh, God. Oh, God. He just looped in Archer with all these other classes. Oh, God, yes.
Lessons. So that's the reason why they're so difficult. Okay? So Awakening Nova is very high tempo, and you do need to use lots of abilities very, very fast. So you need to think.
Tensy Nikki says, "Coo," and resubs for 4 months. Thanks so much, Nikki. I really appreciate it. We are eating good today. I'm cuckoo for those Cocoa Puffs, baby.
Very, very fast too to what kind of abilities that you should use next and stuff like that. And same thing with Awakening Sage. You do also need to think as well fast to play this class. Their movement skills is not too bad.
He's not wrong. Awakening Nova is like the dash is really fast, but beyond, and you have to keep your Excel mode up. But beyond that, it's actually not that difficult of a grind. Am I wrong? It's really good too. It's actually not that crazy high APM. It's like, what, medium-ish? Like, roughly? I would say it's roughly medium.
On Awakening Nova, but Awakening Sage can be kind of tricky.
Awakening Sage, I dropped the lightning with him.
For Awakening, but he does use Succession Sage as well for, like, teleporting.
I'd say it's pretty high APM. Okay, yeah, so 3.5, 4 stars. That's fair. That's even still.
Here and there. So it's not as too bad as well, but the comboing still can be much fast tempo, and so that's why it's in a difficult location. Same thing with Succession Striker. Oh my gosh, so much combos, dude. I don't even know if I...
You have to press up Th, and then you have to press down Th. And then and you have to use mouth this weapon. I don't even know if I've played it. Just so many combos. I'm not joking when I say that if I was going to recommend a new class to a new player that wants to play something melee, something easy, something to wrap their head around, Succession Striker is right towards the top of my list, maybe right under Awakening Striker. It is not very hard. It does have reasonable APM, but like it's not... I'd say it's low to mid APM, but its efficiency makes it like so ridiculously good that you don't even have to worry about it. It's just that good.
I did it right on my PvE grinding, but yeah. His damage is okay, but I highly recommend playing just Awake.
It's okay. Honestly, kind of mid. If you're comparing it to Final Fantasy classes and the rest of the Maple Story classes.
Awakening Striker, he definitely gave more damage from my experience.
Oh, fuck. You know, I keep thinking that we have seen the best part of the video. That we have seen there is no way he could be wronger than this moment. And then he scrolls over. And we unveil the next gem of knowledge that we are going to work through. Let's listen.
Archer is difficult because you do need to understand how to change main skills to Awakening.
Go ahead, Woo. What's the justification?
Archer is difficult because you do need to understand how to change main skills to...
Don't you fucking dare tell me it needs to know how to C-swap! Oh god, no! No! Oh, Jesus Christ! We don't even recommend you get your Pen Black Star until like the late game. Like your Pen Black Star main hand is like, honestly, you could probably sit there with Try. We don't really do it, doesn't matter. Like, we don't care.
To Awakening, and Awakening to main skills smoothly, and studying that will take you about a month, honestly. If you like learn quicker than that, like you're just legend. Like you just know how to play the game, or you just have good experiences of MMO games and stuff like that.
Realist, if you say another thing in my chat, I'm gonna smack you. In game. I can't even listen to it again. It was so horrendously offensive. It was disgusting. That was perhaps the worst description of all of the classes so far. And I just want to remind you that he describes Succession Valkyrie as a very difficult combo-oriented class. Okay? Like, this is easily the worst one that I have ever seen. It takes a month to even learn how to play. He didn't say master. He said learn to play. Archer can be difficult to master just because learning where to stand can be kind of difficult for players with nubs instead of fingers. That is difficult. Might take months. Learning to play it, though, you don't even have to swap forms most of the time. And when you do, you just use an ability.
That or you just adapt really, really well. And so for me, it took me a while, dude. Like that's why it took me 4 years to play Archer, right?
4 years. 4 years. I don't know what we expected. He said that Suck Nova was far and away one of the hardest classes for a new player to pick up and play in the entire game, and he would never recommend it because it took him so long to master the class. I don't know what we expected.
And I'm still lacking, honestly, in PvP, but
that is almost a damn certain. That is almost certain.
PvE is super fun class. Yeah, overall, highly recommended in PvE. Awakening.
Highly recommend it. You said it's really hard. It's like the hardest class in the game.
Kuno, she does have lots of
Are you going to scroll over for us, or are we just going to have to look at half the thumbnail?
movement skill you need to understand. Thing is, you do need to understand a little bit of Succession Kuno abilities because she does use a lot of Succession Kuno abilities.
Just like our... Just like... I can't.
Let's just say that she uses 60% of Awakening abilities and then 40% from Succession. Because Succession does have lots of abilities as well that she can use, and so...
Awakening in PvE uses mostly Awakening skills, if I'm being honest. You use like 2 or 3 pre-Awakening skills, but like... And you do have to swap back and forth for some of the movement, I guess. But like, overall, you're basically just sitting with your hula hoop.
So that's why you do need to understand, just like
that's
Archer,
what I
changing
did.
main to Awakening.
Maybe I'm just
and
bad, though.
To main. And then, yeah, her combos is not too bad.
Bro,
she does spin a lot and stuff
over.
like that to give damage. And so, besides that, is the movement skill that can be difficult for her.
You put DK in easy? Absolutely.
Awakening Ninja, he is difficult because he does still need to use Succession Ninja to move around for movement skills. And so, sort of, somewhat, I would say, like, you do need to play Succession Ninja first before you play.
Couldn't even be bothered. Couldn't even add him to the list. Couldn't do him justice. They're that hard. Don't even bother adding them.
Awakening because you do need to adapt and understand Succession Ninja to play this class as well. But yeah, he would be easier though because he has a forward guard, and so if you press RMB,
oh, because he has a forward guard, and Succession Ninja has none of those. And what he really means to say is it has a forward guard on the C swap.
all the time as Awakening Ninja, you can basically block and have a frontal guard. And so
he ran
in
out of the
PvE
screen
grinding
because he
is
doesn't
super
have a
chill,
C button.
and you can have a moment to think to what kind of abilities you want to use and stuff like that, right? But movement skill wise, he can be very difficult, and so that's why he's in a high end location.
That is true. He's not wrong. Ninja is definitely probably one of the highest APM classes in the game for PvE. Probably the hardest class in the game for PvE. It's not necessarily bad. You just have to work like 3 times harder than everyone else does. Like, I would say it's for like middle of the road PvE performance.
Same thing with Succession Ninja is very tricky and very difficult because he does not have a block, guys. And so a lot of classes, if you guys press Q, you do have blocks or other abilities, but Succession Ninja does not. And so what does that mean?
Do you know what else doesn't have a block? Hold on, we're at 2634. Do you know what else doesn't have a block? I'm just going to back it up. The ones that you put as the easiest. Yeah, those also don't have a block.
You basically have to
Shy, true, Shy too. No one cares about them, though.
keep moving around to be like efficient, not getting damaged by PvE monsters, for example.
Yeah, Dark Knight, whereas Dark Knight can just stand still. That's right. Like, honestly, the best strategy on DK is to just use, like, Spirit Legacy. And then, after you respawn, the mobs will turn back around and you can back attack them.
Example. But it's very fun because, you know, mobs are very, very slow, so you can, like, you know, react even quicker. But if you react too fast, sometimes it kills you. For example, when I'm grinding in Hex, if they hit me with a back attack.
You grinded Hex? You're playing Ninja? And this was your tier list?
As a bomber, I just get one tap there.
Normal Hex. Oh. Yeah. That main story can be kind of a bitch.
Surprisingly, and so yeah. It's very risky to play in Hex because he just basically gets one tap. Even though I have
How old is this video? 2 days. 2 days old.
DP there. But yeah, it's definitely difficult. One of the difficult class out there for PvP and PvE.
He doesn't even realize, like, he's got his mouse off the screen here. He doesn't even realize that he's cropped it off the video.
If you don't know where to go, I highly recommend you guys checking my tutorial video for Succession Ninja. And so there you guys have it. I'm sorry once again. Like, I try to line it up.
I am also sorry.
But it's not perfect. Pretty sure.
Understatement of the year.
It's not perfect by like about 5 ranges of every.
Oh, 5 ranges. Oh, well then it's okay. Everything is accurate to within 5 class placements. That's sounds like you're qualified to make the tier list.
Every character basically. But what you guys can know for sure is that the easy bar right here they're on the easy side right here.
That's right. They're on the easy side. Let's take a look at them one more time, boys. So both the Succession Witch and the Succession Wizard, Suck Mewa and Suck Musa, as he said, are basically identical classes. Awakening Ranger, literally just the easiest class in the game. Go ask Flannels, he'll tell you. Awakening Warrior is just a small amount more difficult than Awakening Ranger, but way more easy than the Succession Berserker. Awakening Guardian is essentially the same thing as a warrior, but it's just a little bit better or it's actually just a little bit harder because you have to use more than shift to move around. Sucklan we skipped over because we've never played it before. Awakening Striker was really just offended that he called Suck Zerker the king of the jungle. Awakening Dark Knight he had never played before, and in fairness, that's not fair. He's not a virgin, so he couldn't actually select it. Awakening Valkyrie, as we said, we're all brainlets. And it's just a really easy class because even people with 30 IQ can make it work.
What you guys can know for sure is that the easy bar right here they're on the easy side right here. These are the medium side right
That is right. Remember, honestly, this medium tier list was based solely on how frequently the class actually does in fact have to use the Q button. Succession Megu is considered a very hard class, not recommended for new players because you do, like Magellan finding the new world, have to locate the Q key on your keyboard in order to effectively play the class. Succession Valkyrie, again, the combo queen, very much so more combo oriented than the Awakening Val counterpart. Awakening Corsair, definitely way easy than Succession Corsair, who was actually sitting further down on this list, but upon further reconsideration, we've actually moved it further up the list to really sit right next to Hash in terms of overall skill viability. Okay, go ahead.
Right here. And these guys are the ones on the hard side.
All right, and the people on the hard side, and I just want to remember that some of the best highlights from the hard ones are Succession Drac is much harder than Awakening Drac, which didn't even make it into the hard category. Succession Ranger is laughing at Awakening Ranger because Awakening Ranger is just that easy. And then, of course, Succession Nova is not recommended for new players just because it's just mind-numbingly difficult to pick up. The pet mechanic and having it do literally everything for you. The idea that you could actually play a video game without actually placing your hands on the keyboard or the mouse is difficult to wrap your head around as a new player, and so it is not recommended. Meanwhile, Archer didn't even make it onto the page. It's just that difficult to pick up.
Okay.
Did I miss anything?
So hopefully you guys have fun.
I really was just trying to compact all of the misinformation into one concise reel. Suck swords don't exist. That's right, Harry Potter.
BDO, and hopefully you guys can find your
You don't play that class unless you are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, boys.
here. All right. We'll see you guys around in BDO. Ciao.
Will we though? Your box, it's off. You gotta move them. You gotta move them over. There's the video. Now on to the best content we've got. I love your videos. Truly work hard for these. You play each one of them just to make 30-minute videos and only have 7K subs. I only have 2,000 subs. In what universe Suck Corsair is harder than Awakening? And don't get me started about Awakening Warrior. Yes. But props for you for taking the time to do this. More creators should be doing this. Sure. 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 Yeah. I somewhat disagree with Awakening Warrior because of all of his canceled. I also played Suck Zerker and it doesn't feel like a warrior flow is that easy to get down. What's his reply? Oh, yeah, hold on. I don't fault him for trying to learn 52 specs. I do. If you don't know the 52 specs, don't try and make a video about all 52 specs. You know what I did? You know what I did in order to make this video? Because, see, I acknowledge that I am not an expert necessarily. I wasn't an expert necessarily on every class in the game. So do you know what I did? Where is this? Can I just go to the playlist? I went to every single class lead in every single Discord of the people that won their best in class tournaments and stuff. That's where the info I got for all of these different guides. Succession and Awakening was covered in every single video. It took me months of prep, months of progress trying to just figure it out. And even still, some of these classes, I'm like, yeah, no, I just don't know enough about it to really comment on it. But I did get enough to make this basic video, right? But like, how many people are going to do months of research to make a video like this? No, he couldn't even scroll all the way to the end. We didn't even get to see Ninja on the list. Oh my God. Emotional damage. No, that is what is going to come when you watch this reaction. Hey now. Top 20 for Corsair is only 1354. Oh my God, is he talking about Arena of Solaire? Oh my God, is that how he made this? Woo, that's PvP. Oh, woo. Woo, this is... Oh no. Oh no. That's what he did. That's what he did. He went to the Arena of Solaire rankings and actually ranked them. That's why Ninja is at the top, is because Armin has been at the top. Although Awakening Draconia should be higher, right? Like how can you defend this? Why would you put this in here unless you considered Arena of Solaire in your list? Why would this even come out of your mouth unless you considered Arena of Solaire as part of this PvE list of classes for new players? But yeah, my experience, Suck Corsair is much hard. Fuck me, Jed. Because it has so many movement abilities. You realize Awakening has more movement than Succession does, right? And you can just hotbar the Succession movement. Like, you can just click the button. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When Awakening Corsair just does simple forward dash and backwards as well. That's true. Awakening Corsair it go forward, back. It no go side. Except when do. Why use many word when few word do trick? Shift E, SRMB, SLMB is her pre-buff combo, and it get really tricky when trying to do BSR, but lucky they're dealing SLMB in the rework to make it easier. They're also merging some skills together, so now they only press one button and it'll do both skills. Why use many button when small button do trick? That's right. We love The Office. This is... Wow. This is actually at least reasonable. See, this guy knows what he's talking about. Anyone can completely butcher a class and say things and say they're easy or lack damage when they're only using half of their skills. I'm not sure which movement skills you found difficult, but Awakening has a lot of inputs and faster timing. He's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. Like, John actually knows what he's talking about. Do you know how I know that? Because he's actually got the fucking pre-buff combo right there. It's like, all right, well, this guy, he's fat. He's got the receipts. I think on multiple occasions, you're confusing bad with hard. There are classes who are inherently bad and therefore hard to do well with, but there are also other classes who are hard to play, but will absolutely annihilate when played to their absolute potential. That is true, I suppose. I hate you. Do you want dinner? Okay. Awakening Sork has a high skill ceiling. Oh, wait. Awakening Sork has a high ceiling skill. She is hard to master with her animation cancels, very high APM too, so putting her down in the middle main difficulty is not true. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and upvote that. It's not necessarily completely true. Very high APM. It does have high APM. I wouldn't say its APM in PvE is necessarily crazy high, but in PvP, sure. I retag the archer when I want node war kills. No, you retag the don't retag the archer. It's one of the hardest classes in the entire game. I had many questions about placing but then I realized if it's a class guide oriented to new BDO players, then it makes sense. So people chill. It's not right for any players. It doesn't make any sense. I could have a random wheel. I could just spin a wheel with all the different successions and awakenings on it and just put them in order that the wheel got them on, and it would have been more accurate than this list for any sort of PvE list. What's up, Ezrazo? Hey, girl. Hi. Everybody been giving those follows today. Thanks so much for those follows, guys. I really appreciate those. Present, I love your videos. In fairness, I like his videos too. This is rough. Lon has the sexiest combos. She does have really high cut dresses. Okay. Chonky Chubb with the brand new Prime sub. Chonky Chubb, thanks so much, buddy. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Oh my gosh, nothing makes me wetter than a brand new sub. Where is Awakening Megu? You know, honestly, I didn't even think about that. That's how much of an afterthought Awakening Megu actually is. We just forgot it. I forgot it too, in fairness, but I'm not the one making the video. He actually did just flat out forget Awakening Megu. This was made 2 days ago. He replied, oh, I know. Sorry, I still haven't tested. No, he forgot it. This was based on my part 1, part 2 video where I didn't yet test Awakening Wusa. So let me get this straight. Awakening Wusa wait. On. This was based on my part 1, part 2 video where I didn't yet test Awakening Wusa and Awakening Megu. But Awakening Wusa made the list. So you haven't tested it yet, but it made the list. But I did practice Awakening Wusa, so I know her playstyle for difficulty. Okay, so now he justifies it by knowing her playstyle for difficulty. I'm so sorry, Wu. But there is not a single class on this tier list you have actually gotten correct. Like, you accidentally placed, like, Kuno and Ninja in the right spot. Awakening Warrior is easy to play? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Some class masters will argue with you about that, and Suck Warrior is harder to play than Awakening. What the fuck? True? Based on from my 30-minute experience, I believe that Awakening Warrior has been friendlier key binding settings than Suck Warrior. He's key binding skills. So let me get this straight. You couldn't figure out how to key bind the Succession Corsair skills, but Warrior, that's the class that you chose to bind out. Asmongold, is that you? So for me, it was just easier to adapt Awakening Warrior than Succession Warrior. Everyone can have their own opinions. That's right. You are American. Everyone is entitled to their stupid ass opinion. Plus, to be honest, I did play more on Awakening Warrior than Succession. There it is. Because Awakening Warrior is amazing. There it is. He doesn't know. So what I can say for sure is that more you play and practice on the class equals better results and easier it's going to get. That is a statement. It is not relevant, but that is a statement. That's the hill to die on. That's right. That is the hill that we chose to die on. Custer chose his. You chose that Succession Megu is a difficult class because you have to press Q. Still haven't tested her out because I wanted to push this video ASAP. So let me get this straight. You got, as a YouTuber, see, because I did this exact same thing, right? I made a video for every single class and spec in the entire game, right? You got through 25 of the classes, 25 and a half of the classes. And then when you got to the final spec of the final class, you said, I have to get the video out now. It has to happen now. And you just sent it. Ninja, this is somebody that scrolled through and didn't see Ninja on the list, but didn't actually listen to the video. And honestly, I applaud Wu. That is what he was doing. The 5-head that he is, sniping out these would-be fans that don't actually watch the video, that just pan through like actual idiots. Don't see their class. Go to the comment section and comment. Get him, Wu. Sick him. Sick him. It's at the end, but I noticed that the video was cut off. My bad. Don't apologize. Don't apologize. He didn't actually watch it, Wu. He didn't actually watch it. By the way, my part 2 for Suck Ninja is out. Check it out if you want to learn more about Suck Ninja. I'm going to go to Armin with all due respect. Other than movements, is Suck Draconia combo hard? I'm almost concerned. I almost don't want to click the button. We're going to click it. His combo can be a bit tricky too for BDO players. Oh, God. But don't worry. If you have all 10 fingers, you can play the class successfully. It's the only way he could save this. If you really want to play her, I have an amazing tutorial guide waiting for you. All right, I linked the video in chat. Go give your comments, thoughts, concerns. Give it a view. Yeah, so like honestly, my reaction videos, I kind of like doing these because like there's so much misinformation out there for BDO, and I can just grill all of it. It's almost like my favorite activity for the entire week, if I'm being honest. Wu actually does have some good videos. But now I'm actually curious. I played all the classes, and this is a legit PvE tier list. I don't even know if I can buckle up for that. That has 265,000 views on it. What? Motherfucker, I do research for months. Months! I literally do research for months. I check with every class lead. I do all of this shit. 13K. What is going on? What am I doing wrong? I listed all out. More cleavage.
Problem with...
I'm gonna hate...